The blade dealer, make a nigga forfeit. Yeah, cause I'm the realest. Hey, niggas talking short shit. Nah, I need a million.
Big stepper, yeah, bitch, I be steppin'. Coolin' kit with the flip switch, bitch, that's the weapon. No drama.
Welcome to New York Giants Full Access.
This legend bring them sounds at one time.
I'm Art, and we got you. And that's it, man. Go purchase Big Pat Sports Talk merch and support the family, man. And welcome to Big Pat Sports Talk. Thank you for your support. What's going on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, all platforms? Welcome to another episode of New York Giants Full Access with your boy Big Pat Sports Talk. And today's subject, week one did not go as planned at the very least to say. New York Giants, we get embarrassed by the Minnesota Vikings at home, 100th anniversary season, first home opener. And we get embarrassed by the Vikings 28-6. Just to go over the game. The game starts off. We get a good turnover. Andrew Phillips gets a fumble. We had a ball at the 18-yard line. Cannot score. We have to put up 3 points. Vikings come back out there on the field. They go down the field on the pass. Adoree Jackson turns his head, deflects the ball, but it's a pass interference. And it goes for a touchdown. In that drive, we were supposed to be off the field. And after that was a landslide. Daniel Jones throws 2 picks. He throws a pick in the red zone. He throws a pick 6 to Van Ginkel. I think Van Ginkel is the bane to his existence because Van Ginkel seems to make plays against him all the time. The offensive play calling didn't look well. Daniel Jones didn't play well at all. Actually, Daniel Jones, when you look at the film, played pretty bad. The receivers looked like they didn't know where they were going half the time. The pass rush wasn't getting home like it's supposed to. Our cornerbacks weren't guarding people like they were supposed to. And it was just a whole basically crap show out there on the field. And it's embarrassing because you had people like Lawrence Taylor out there, Michael Strahan, Victor Cruz, Phil Simms, Eli Manning. You had a lot of people in the building, and a lot of people were leaving the building around the third quarter. And let's just be real, this offense looks inept. This offense looks like they can't run the ball consistently. The offense looks like it can't pass the ball consistently. The offense, there's no motion to the offense. The quarterback play was terrible. The O-line play was pretty good for the most part. It seems like we didn't want to run the ball. We wanted to pass the ball all day. Daniel Jones seems skittish in the pocket. Not used to having good pockets, but that's no excuse. Daniel Jones was throwing some balls in the dirt. It looks like Daniel Jones is just a tick slow, and that has to change. If this continues to happen, he will have to be benched if Dabo wants to keep his job. Because if they look like how they looked yesterday in that 28-6 beating against the Minnesota Vikings, this whole staff will be fired. Daniel Jones won't be here, and a lot of people won't be here if they play like that. Now, you can lose a game, but you can't lose the game the way that we lost the game. We were out-coached. We were outplayed. We were out-hustled. We were just strong-armed in that game against the Minnesota Vikings. And it looks like what Ivan Pace said was true. Looks like we weren't able to hang with them boys. And that's embarrassing because you come out there with the clunky uniforms, the 100th season, everybody's excited, and you go out there and you lay an egg like that. And these are the type of losses that can hurt your team moving forward. So we're going to have to see what we do against the Washington Commanders next week. But my pointers for this game is that we were outcoached. It looks like we got the wrong Brian in some aspects of this game, because it looked like Brian Flores knew exactly what Brian Daboll wanted to do on offense, and Brian Daboll had no counteractions for that. Now, you took the play caller from Mike Kafka because you believed that you were the guy as far as calling plays, that he wasn't calling the plays correctly. And the offense looked the exact same that it did in the beginning of the year last year. Maybe even a little bit worse. And you got way better players than you had last year as far as at the receiver position. So there's no excuse there. There was no excuse for, there was no adjustments on the defense or the offense in this game. And the defense made some adjustments in the second half. I will give them that. I believe it was, 14-3 at halftime. They scored. The Vikings scored right after halftime. Cordell Flock gives up a slot fade for a touchdown. He comes up reading the screen and just lost his man in coverage. So it was a busted coverage, and it was 21-3. But after that, they really picked it up. But the offense, man, the scheme was terrible. The execution was terrible. The plays were terrible. We just looked terrible on offense all the way around. The only bright spot was the offensive line actually gave Daniel Jones some good pockets. I will say that. So, can't blame the offensive line on this one. Can't blame the weapons on this one, because you got weapons out there, even though I don't understand why Hyatt only had 4 plays until the fourth quarter. That doesn't make any sense to me. And I'll get on that on a different video. But a lot of the personnel decisions are really, really sketchy to me. Like that doesn't make any sense. Half the stuff that they did yesterday didn't make any sense. Daniel Jones, you got to be better. Got a video coming up on that. You have to be a lot better in your decision making, as far as leading your receiver and just getting the ball out there to him. You got to know how to step up in the pocket and get out the pocket when you need to, and where to step up and get out the pocket when you need to. So it's a lot of things that need to be corrected with this team going into week 2. You got Jaden Daniels coming off a 2-touchdown game against the Buccaneers, even though they lost 37-20. You got the Cowboys that look good against the Browns, and you got the Eagles that pulled out a victory against the Packers. So we're officially tied at the bottom of the division with the Washington Commanders. What else is new? But I expected a lot more from this team in this game, and I was severely disappointed in this team, and I'm disappointed in everybody on this team. I was disappointed in the pass rush. Brian Burns and Kayvon Thibodeau didn't show up the way I wanted them to show up. Dexter Lawrence was Dexter Lawrence. He's going to do what he needs to do. But I'm just disappointed at the way that the defense was called in the first half. I was disappointed where the offense was called the whole game. Disappointed in Daniel Jones. You missed some throws that you should have had. And he had some turnovers. Even though that play call on that turnover as far as the pick 6. Why would you have your offensive lineman not chip or chop down the defensive lineman so he would get out the line to throw this quick screen when you got 4 receivers to that side? We all know what's coming. I'm disappointed in Brian Daboll. You couldn't find some way to counteract what Brian Flores was doing. You just going to let Brian Flores punk you off the field and just call whatever defense he wants out of the cover 0 and just back out of it, and you just can't find anything to combat it. You can't put people in motion to find out if he's in zone or man. You can't do any of that, huh? You just going to sit there and just let those guys run you off the field that way and just embarrass you like that off the field. 100th-year anniversary, you let a team like the Vikings, without a very good quarterback, you let Sam Darnold look like he was a good quarterback for once. You know what I'm saying? You allow a Vikings team that doesn't have many aspirations, and now they may have aspirations of being very good this year, turn around and be a good team, because you allowed them to come to your field and embarrass you in such a way to where they go off the field like, yeah. And this is 2 seasons in a row. The first last year got embarrassed by the Cowboys 40-0. This right here might be just as embarrassing because it comes to a team that you were supposed to beat. At home, 100-year anniversary, fans going crazy, and that's what you put on the field for them. It's crazy how you can go out there and do that, and y'all better do something next week, man, or it's gonna be over with, bro. If you guys don't come out and do something next week against the Commanders and look like a real team, it's gonna be the same thing as last year. And if it's the same thing as last year, you guys won't be safe. And I'm talking about Joe Shane and Brian Daboll. Now, if it's the same as last year, you won't be safe. But if you can go out there and be competitive every week and show that you're ready to compete, then yeah, your jobs are safe. But that wasn't even competing last week. That was just a beatdown. And that's just letting somebody come to your field and just do whatever they wanted to you on your field, in your crib. Just went in your refrigerator, took your food, put their feet up, and did whatever they wanted to you. What they did whatever they wanted, bro. And that can't happen, man. Not on an important date like that. Not in front of your all-time great players. Not in front of the fans that are excited for the very home opener. It's like losing high school homecoming to a team you're supposed to kill, and you turn out to get blown out on your homecoming. You can't do that, man. And I'm extremely disappointed in this team. I'm disappointed in this whole organization. Wasn't supposed to be like that. Now you're just giving ammo to all these negative Nancy fans out here. You're just giving ammo to them. And I'm disappointed in the fans, because some of the things I heard from the fans at the stadium is ridiculous as well. So I think the whole New York Giants organization as a whole, from mayor to the fans, we need to be better. Because if not, you're going to continue to feel disappointed in your team. You're going to continue to see the losses. You're going to continue to see the new regimes brought in. You're going to continue to see the bull crap. So, moving forward, it's going to be a week-to-week basis with me, especially with Daboll and Daniel Jones. Something has to happen. Either Daboll has to call better plays, or he's going to have to bench Daniel Jones. But something needs to happen with this dynamic, because it cannot look like this for the whole season. It cannot. Or a lot of jobs will be gone. And that's a fact. But I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that big blue join button, and join the Big Blue Crew and talk your talk with Big Pat Sports Talk, and becoming a member of the Big Blue Crew. And copy you some merch. You see the merch on the screen. Copy you some merch, man. The new Big Pat Sports Talk line is out. I got a new logo, as you can see, as you saw on the screen. New logo, so new gear coming out. The Big Blue Crew Sports Network gear is coming out here soon. I'd like to thank you guys. Thank you for Average Beast that went in and copped him a Big Pat Sports Talk merch shirt. Saw it before he went to the game. Unfortunately, the Giants did what they did, so it was bad, man. It was just bad. But I'd like to thank you guys for watching. And go subscribe to the Big Blue Crew Sports Network, man. Go hit that like and subscribe to the Big Blue Crew Sports Network, where you get to see the Big Blue Crew in one location, as well as other content creators giving you all sports all the time. Baseball, football, hockey, basketball, it doesn't matter. All sports all the time on the Big Blue Crew Sports Network. So I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Until the next episode, you know what it is, man. Peace. This has been a Big Blue Crew Sports Network production.